Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to power level your crafters to get ready for Cosmic Exploration coming in patch 7.2, which is going to be late March. So the first thing you must do is the level 10 class quest in the job that you chose at the beginning of your journey, and then go to each of the crafter guilds to talk to the receptionist to unlock that job. We're not going to go over a lot of the basics of crafting, just know that craftsmanship works on progress and control works on your quality. Once you have done with that, talk to the guild master to get your tool, and he'll also give you shards to start out with. I do recommend doing all 8 jobs because you can start getting a crap ton of shards to start with. Plus each job can give you a piece of gear if you guys don't want to craft it yourself. Alright, so now that I made some room, I can go ahead and equip my tool. Now I have no clothes on, so let's put some on. I only have 2 pieces of gear that actually has some stats for crafters, which is my hand piece and my feet piece. So after that, get your first quest done. The guild will have mostly everything you need to make the first item, so we need distilled water. So we need some, let's see, muddy water. I think just one will do. Just make it normal quality because you don't have anything to use for control yet. And that will be for level 3. Make sure that you use food for the extra 3% boost in experience. Doesn't really matter which one. So we're trying to aim for level 20. Because that is what we will need to do the Ishgard restoration, which is going to help power level us. I also recommend getting to level 20-ish for your goldsmith so you guys can use the accessories. Those gives you more CP, which means that you can use more crafting abilities. Okay, so we can't do nothing until level 5, so we're going to go ahead and start making more. Around level 10, I believe you can start doing quick synthesis, which is going to give you less experience, but we'll stick to manually doing basic synthesis. So this guide is morely for power leveling than teaching you how to craft. So this is level 4. We need one more to do the next quest. Also, when you unlock your crafters, you can start doing the deliveries for your grand company, which is going to give you a crap ton more experience. By doing one item for the very first time, you get an experience bonus, and if it's high quality, you get even more bonus. Alright, so one more water should do. Alright, now level 5. Now I can equip my headpiece and my body piece since I did the other quests. Alright, so now that we got a basic touch, we can now start doing high quality items. So first off, let's check, we need at least 33 progress. So it's 9, 18, 27. So there's one step away. So we got a good condition, which is good. So now basic touch is going to be buffed. So we're going to do that twice. And then we finish. And we get a high quality material, or item. You don't need high quality just yet, so you're just basically doing it for the experience. Even if you don't 100% high quality the item, you still get an increased amount of experience because you worked on quality. And now we get a piece of gear. Because I already did these, I'm just going to take the gill. So now at level 7. Now we get our offhand for the very first time, so now we got boosted stats, making things high quality much easier. So now we just go back and start making high quality items. Now let's look at our grand company list to see what we need. So we need to make a maple wand. Now this is starred, which means that we get extra experience. Alright, so we need a alpha and then a maple branch to make this. And then you go to the grand company that you chose at the beginning of the game. Alright, so I got the materials that I need for the alpha. So let's make that high quality. So if you use high quality materials to start out with, your quality is already halfway full, making high quality items not much easier. Now that we're level 8, we can now make the wand. Always make sure that your turn-ins to the Grand Company are also high quality. We also got Master's Mend, which increases our durability that we lost by at least 40. Because if that thing hits 0, you basically broke the item, and there's a small chance that you will get replaced the items. But that's basically RNG. Alright, so now we're going to head over to the Gridania Grand Company to turn in my Maple Wand for a massive experience boost. Alright, so at the Grand Company, it's passing in this wand. So now we're getting 840 times 2 experience. These will get better as you level up. So now that we're level 9, we got Hasty Touch and Rapid Synthesis, 2 abilities that you just don't really use very often. So we're trying to get ourselves up to level 20 so we can get Great Strides, Standard Touch, and Innovation. This is where Ishgard Restoration is going to be easiest when you have all these skills here. Okay, so we're going to do more of these crafts until we get to level 10, do the next class quest, and then of course get better gear. I do recommend you getting your Weaver up, or you can buy these items off the market board, but trying to get yourself some high quality gear can help make this process much faster. Plus you need a good set of gear to start making things high quality, or in this case collectibles in Ishgard Restoration, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now for gear wise, you're going to be getting around level 20 set. You don't really have to go too far with this. And for the accessories, you want to get your first brass set. Normal quality will work fine, but if you can, make them high quality for the extra CP. And then the Fang earrings. Once you get to level 50, because the Ishgard Restoration's level is 20 and 40 for Run Reborn, and if you're over these levels, it becomes easier to make these items. So don't worry about your gear too much. So when you get to level 50, you're going to come to your Grand Company Quartermaster, and you're going to get Second Lieutenant, and you're going to get the Artisan set. That's the spectacles, gown, finger stalls, trosses, and patents. Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20,000 Grand Company seals, or 26,500 for the whole set. This is going to carry you through the Heaven's Ward recipes. Alright, so your main goal is to get yourselves to level 20. So make sure you do at least one item each in your crafter log, because that's an experience boost that you get for making something for the very first time. So let's try to make ourselves some clove oil. Okay, so we're going to go into progress now, or quality with basic touch. We're going to use Master's Mend to get back our durability. Excellent, came at the wrong time. So discontinue. Alright, so we have one more move. We know that 17 plus 17 is more than 27. And we made high quality. So we get a bonus for doing it the very first time, and high quality. Alright, so I just made a couple of growth formula betas, and now I'm level 15. So we're just 5 levels away from being able to do the Ishgard Restoration. So now we need to make a pot of dexterity and intelligence. Alright, so we're all set, so let's pass this in to Severin. And now we get some pieces of gear, and of course, more bronze pieces. Now, unfortunately, this is not going to be any better than what I have, because this is high quality, so that's extra boost to my stats, which makes this equal, so I'm just going to go for the bronze pieces. Number level 16. So all you're doing is crafting in your crafting log, passing in your items to the Grand Company, and doing your challenge log. So now we can upgrade our gear for what we have from my other jobs. And now we're going to go and do leave quests until we get to level 20. So let's head over to the Adventurers Guild. Alright, so here we are at the Leave Meet NPC. You unlock this when you do your main story on your character. So you're going to pick Trade Craft Leaves. You get allowances, I think 6 per day, and you can hold up to 100 at one time. So anything past 100 is going to go to waste. So you're going to find an item that's pretty easy to make, and then you're going to spam it. So in this case, we are going to be picking the Vials of Aether, which is going to be level 10 for my alchemist here. So we need to make some ether, which is going to be right here. So these items can be bought on the vendors, so I'm going to grab a couple of these, and then we're going to turn these leaf quests in. Alright, so I just made a couple of ethers. Basically, it was the same rotation I did before. I did basic touch spammed until it was 100%. And then I used veneration to boost my basic synthesis, which was 2 steps and I was done. So I should be able to get at least 1 level per leaf quest. Yes, I want high quality because that boosts you to twice the much experience. There's 18. So now we're going to run back, grab the quest again, and we're going to do this 2 more times. Alright, now that we're 20, we're going to equip our gear. We're going to do the level 20 class quest because I think it gives us a new tool. So let's head over to Severin now. Alright, I'm back and I finished the level 20 quest. Pass it in and we'll get our level 19 main hand, which is going to come in handy. So we end up getting a hand piece and a leg piece. So if you do item comparison, we can see that it's one control better, but unfortunately it's not really going to do much for me, so I'll take the bronze pieces. So now we have great strides at level 21. It's going to help us do the level 20 Ishgard restoration quests. So I now need to make room for my new tool. And our gear is up to date for now. So I need to repair my gear ASAP because I'm going to be needing it at full strength. So now let's head over to the Ishgard restoration and I'll show you guys what to do to power level yourself from 20 to 50. Alright, so here we are in Ishgard. So right here on this wall, you'll find the flyer for the Ishgard restoration after completing 3.3 main story quest Litany of Peace. So take the main aether right here after unlocking it to travel right to it. You're going to have to talk to some people, Ardbert, and then you're going to talk to the people in the diadem, the ranking guy over there, and then you're going to talk to Potkin and Lisbeth, then back to Algbert. And of course the scrip exchange vendor is going to be over here. But Potkin is going to unlock your ability to do the Ishgard restoration. So that is going to be under your side quest logs in the middle here. Just hit triangle on your controller if you're a controller player. And you're going to start doing the level 20 grade 4 sky builder item. So you're going to need a basic item from Armorborn. And then you're going to need these approved grade 4 sky builder items here. The ones that are gotten through the diadem will have to be approved by the NPCs to the far left. I think you need to get 5 regular ones, pass those in to get 5 approved ones. Hopefully with cosmic exploration that they'll just be able to get the items from wherever you're gathering them from without having them to be approved. Okay, so the difference between regular crafting and this is you'll be doing collectability. What collectability is, it gives you 3 different thresholds with 3 different experience tied to it. So you want to get that bar as far up as possible. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is look at our calculations for progress. So it's 27, so that's times 3. So we should be able to do it within 3 steps. So we know that we at least need to have 3 steps to do progress. So we're going to focus on our quality. So we do get standard touch, which combos after using basic touch. If you get it good, you're going to utilize it to make basic touch stronger. And then continue on. We're almost down to 10 durability, so we're going to use Master's Bend now. We're going to continue with basic touch. So now we're at the lowest threshold because it turns blue or light blue. So we need at least 3 moves to complete the progress. So we're going to use Veneration to boost basic synthesis. So we'll be able to do that in 2 moves. Now we ended up getting another good here, so what we're going to end up using is a standard touch because we know that we just need 1 basic touch to complete. So now we're at the 2nd threshold. since it's turned yellow. Okay, so when that is done, you'll pass this into Potkin here. Now you'll get a stamp for the Kubo of Fortune to the right, basically a scratch ticket. And we ended up getting 2 levels, so we ended up getting 47,420 just from one item. So now we're going to do that again. Got another good, so utilize that with basic. Back to standard. We're going to Master's Mend here. Got another good. Alright, now we know we just need to do 2 progress steps with Veneration. So you're consistently getting at least a mid collectability. Now level 24. So we're trying to get ourselves innovation because it's going to increase the effectiveness of the touch abilities. So we got at least 1 more of these to go. I'm gonna get used to this music. It's gonna drive you crazy like it drove me crazy. Ooh, we got excellent. So we're gonna end up using this on standard touch instead. So now at the second threshold, so Master's Mend. Let's try to get that up to the highest. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and finish this. Well, we actually have 1 more durability, so we can do 1 more touch. There we go. And now we get innovation. Voila. Now we get level 26. So now we can use innovation for 18 CP, which is going to increase our efficiency for basic and standard touch. And of course, we're going to use some food to boost us. So I bought some, or is it stone soup off the market board for 21 extra CP. And that will be used for innovation. Alright, so first off innovation, then basic and standard touch. Got it good, so continue on. Master's Mend here, since innovation fell off. Gonna continue. Let's make sure you have 18 CP left over for the Veneration. We're going to utilize Tricks of the Trade to get back some CP. So what we're going to do here is use our CP, so innovation, standard touch. We got max collectability, which is great. Now we get maximum experience. And complete. And now we'll pass this one in. Oh, level 27. Okay. So basically you're going to do that until we hit level 30. Alright, so we just hit level 30. Now the reason why I say level 30, because when I was doing my beginner's guide to crafting, I ended up using my Velveteen set. Now I recommend using this if you guys want to consistently hit the max collectability for the max experience for this. So I'm going to go ahead and equip my Velveteen set. This is from the gaiters, the bottoms, the short gloves, the gown, and the beret, all high quality, including my accessories. So now I can make these items here for the next 20 levels that much easier. So we basically found the same rotation. And now we have enough for just 2 progress steps and we're done. And then you can basically turn that into a 12-step macro to continuously use this rotation until you're basically level 50. So when you pass this in, you will always get 67,771 experience. Alright, and then we get Basic Synthesis Mastery, which makes Basic Synthesis that's much stronger, to 120 efficiency. But because 2 steps of Basic Synthesis is enough to get us where we need to be, it shouldn't be really helpful, so we'll just continue with the same rotation again. So that is basically what you'll do from 20 to 50. Okay, so you can either use the Velveteen stuff or you can stick with the gear that I had before, but ultimately you don't have to increase your main hand tool past the 19 and the 15 offhand, and the brass accessories is enough to get you there. Then make sure you pay attention to your food buff and reapply it when necessary. If you have a free company, you actually can use free company actions. I only have anything that increases my crafter experience, but you can add in an extra, I think 10% or whatever it is, for a grade 2 to make this even faster. Okay, so I will be doing this until we reach level 50. Alright guys, so we have reached level 51. I went back and did my class quest for Alchemist, so now I have the level 55 main hand. Unfortunately, we don't need it because the Artisan's weapon or tool is level 70, or I'm level 70, so it's much better. And then we got our level 39 offhand through the class quest itself, and we have the Artisan left side and still have our accessories. Now, at this point, just use whatever food you have for CP. So I'm going to end up using the Blood Brew base that I have here. And we're going to be doing the next item, which is going to be level 40 ones. So ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to use our new rotation that I made. Right, so we have access to Beauregard's Blessing, so we have a use for those inner quiet stacks. So now we have a macro here: Innovation, Basic, Standard, Master's Mend, Innovation, Basic, Standard, Great Strides, Beauregard's Veneration, and 2 Basic Synthesis. So around level 48 I started doing my class quests because that was going to get me to level 50, so ultimately that's what I ended up doing. And then 50 to 51 you'll get that level through the last quest, which is like almost 250,000 experience. So this is the macro that I used to make this. This is going to hit the max collectability that you need to get the most experience every single time, unless you get Beauregard's on Poor. And I just realized that I forgot to use my food. So this is going to run out of CP. Just like that, I ran out of CP because I completely forgot the food. But I think we can still salvage this. Yeah, it still worked. So let me go ahead and apply my food this time. Alright, so the one thing that I just learned today after playing this game for 12 years, that any ability that has, let's say, one name in it, like Veneration, you don't need the parentheses. Anything with 2 names, like Basic Synthesis, requires the parentheses. Like I said, I've been playing this game for 12 years, and I just realized this. So we're getting Beauregard's on good, which is just fine. It will reach it regardless. And just like that. And now we can go ahead and pass these in. And this should take you to almost level 60. Because we're getting 359,521 experience. So you're going to breeze through 51 to 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to keep going. We have the next item here, which is the Holy Water, which we'll be doing from 60 to 70. 11. I made a lot of these, as you can see. 12. 13. Keep going. So 13 levels, around level 63, these become unfortunately obsolete. So now we need to go to the next one, which is going to give us 464,875. Now unfortunately we have to upgrade our gear, so now we need to unlock what is called the scrip exchange. So the Go West Craftsman quest will be with this lady right here in Mordona, right about here. And this is going to unlock the scrip exchange in Ilshire for Heaven's Ward, and then of course Beyond is going to be required for this as well. So when we get to Ilshire, I'll show you guys where to go to finish Go West Craftsman. So here we are in Ilshire. Talk to this NPC here to complete the quest. So this is going to be right here on the map. So this is going to be required to unlock the scrip exchange in the later expansions. Go to gear, and then you're going to go for the level 7330 set. You're going to get yourself your offhand, okay? And then you're going to go to the 350 set, and you're going to get your main hand, your headpiece, body piece, basically the left side, then your accessories on the right side. We're skipping Heaven's Ward because unfortunately the gear is too weak, and the gear is also job specific, unlike this one which is completely shared. Okay, so when you're going to get yourself to level 70, you're going to continue spamming level 40 recipe, and you're going to be ignoring level 60 for now. So you're going to be needing purple scripts. So you're going to be using the scrip exchange here. I recommend doing level 50 because it's the easiest one. You need 2 for the 75 scrip items, and then 5 for the body piece and main hand tools, so it's pretty easy to do. The reason why I say do the level 51 because the rest of them are static at 54 scripts a piece because we're way above Heaven's Ward. Okay, so with the artisan set that I still have, go under collectibles, level 50. Now we got Barbagot's Blessing at level 50, we can now use our Ender to make this a little bit quicker. So innovation, basic and standard touch, ignoring the condition. So do about 4 times. Innovation, great strides, Barbagot's. And 4 stacks of Inner Quiet with Barbagot's is always going to give us 957, so you don't really have to worry about any conditions. Veneration, basic, twice. And you do that until you have enough scripts to get your king set to level 70. So, like I said, go back and start spamming level 40 until you get to level 70, and also make sure you do your Heaven's Ward class quests for the experience as well, to cut down on how many materials that you need. You also will be needing crystals going forward, so I would stock up on these ASAP. Okay? So that is basically what you're going to end up doing, is get the script set for level 70, continue with the level 40 recipes, do the Heaven's Ward class quests, and you're all set to go, and we'll get to the next step after we do that. Alright guys, so we're back, we're level 70, and we also have the Hand King set with off and main hand tools. Okay, so I made a rotation for the level 70 recipes for Ishgard Restoration. We have some new abilities, so we're able to use those. So we have Reflect, which gives us 2 stacks of Inner Quiet for the very first turn, can't be used on anything else. Waste Not 2 reduces our durability loss by half. Then we have Innovation, Basic, Standard, Advanced Touch is the last in the combo. Innovation, Basic, Standard, Advanced, Basic Touch, Master's Bend, Innovation, Great Strides, and Barbagot's Blessing. And then for Progress, Veneration, 2 Basic Synthesis, and 8 Careful. So that's the rotation that I came up with. We're also using, let's see, Seafood Stew, which was the best food for crafters in Heaven's Ward, for the extra control, and CP. And there you go. There's the macro for level 70. And now we need a crap ton of experience to get these levels up. I did complete the Heaven's Ward story quest for my Alchemist. So I got level 60. So now we can do the level 70. And we also are going to be getting this right here, Manipulation, at level 65. Luckily for Stormblood, it does give you the materials that you need for the recipe, so you don't have to go and spend a lot for that. Okay, so at the max collectability, which is 900, you get 755,426. So level 71. Also make sure that you do your Grand Company turn-ins. Nice, level 73. So that's 75. That's 76. Alright, so now I'm out of turn-ins. We're now going to start doing our class quest for Stormblood to get Manipulation. Okay, so after this is done and you get to level 80, Ishgard Restoration is no longer viable because you get 1,000 experience points going forward. So you're going to have to resort to doing the turn-ins for the Crystalline Mean and Shadowbringers, the Studium in Endwalker, and then the Waki Meki Meki quests in Dawn Trail with collectibles or leave quests. So we're going to go through the story real quick to get my last few levels, and then from level 80 and beyond, I'll show you guys what to do to level up quick. Now, if you want to do leave quests in Endwalker, or if you want to do collectibles, I usually just spam the level 81 recipe, or in collectibles case, this one here, which has fewer materials. So I have a macro that I just made for this. This is using the Hand Saint set. So you're going to be using the ability Reflect, Manipulation, which you got through Stormblood, Waste Not 2, Innovation, 3 Prep Touches, Biogod's Blessing, Veneration, 2 Groundworks, and a Basic Synthesis. And I believe this was with no goods or excellence, and no food as well, so you don't really need extra resources, but still use the food for the 3% experience. That's 2,000 progress and 5,200 quality. So if you look at the level 81 recipes, as you can see, it's the same difficulty, durability, and quality. So basically the rotation will work for both. I personally would do collectibles instead because of the scripts, and obviously you're going to need scripts to get the new set of gear, and of course the master recipe books down the line, so that's why I always went with collectibles. Alright, so I just made a collectible here, or at least 2, and I'm using the food and the manual, even though this is at 75% capacity because it's above level 70, we still get a whopping 428% experience boost. Now here's a fun fact. If you use high quality materials, you actually get less experience if you do that way. If you're doing it with all normal quality materials, then the experience is going to go higher. So here's the one I did with no high quality materials. And if you go up my chat log here, you'll find the one I did up here is 211,000 experience. I never knew that. I'm learning things every single day in this game that I never realized before. So yeah, you're probably better off using normal quality materials. Anyway, when you pass in this, you're going to get a whopping 1,055,241 with 60 purple scripts. So because it's over 200,000 per craft right now, and it will go down as you go higher levels, basically you need 5 items made to get your 1 million experience. This from crafting alone with those buffs. I'm on level 84 now. So yeah, I definitely would recommend doing your collectibles for leveling from 80 to 90 because it's just fast, it's less materials, and it's a lot easier to level up with. With Leave Quest, you have to use more materials, and you have a finite amount of leave quests to do, so stick with collectibles, it's a lot faster. And then you can get your master recipe books, as well as getting your next set of scrip gear, which thankfully I already have. So once I run out of room for purple scrips, I'm going to have to spend them on materia. Okay, so we're going to be doing this until we get to level 90, and then we can start doing the last leg, 90 to 100, for Dawn Trail. Alright guys, so I had to switch to my other alt because he has Dawn Trail already unlocked, and the other one had to go through the Endwalker post story. So right now we are using the Afflatus set. This is the last set that you guys will be using. Okay, so you're using your purple scripts to get this one. Now, I've already gotten almost to level 91 doing collectibles, and I was getting 537,280. That was with the buff that I have with the food. And then, of course, the crafting manual. So, we'll be doing the level 91 collectibles, or you guys can do the level 91 leave quests, which is going to be the Pictomancer brush. So I made a macro for this. Let's see, I think it's right here. So reflect, manipulation, waste not 2, innovation, 1, 2, 3 prep touches, innovation, great strides, fire workouts, veneration, and 3 groundworks. And you're going to be spamming this. Well, at least an option. Since this is going to work for both the leave quest and the collectible. Now I do have the challenge log unlocked for this character. And we are almost done making 30 items. So I'm going to get 1.3 million out of this one, which should get me to level 91. And there we go. Level 91. So I made about 24 of the grimoires for my alchemist. So we're back at Razadhan. Let's pass these in to see how far I come. Alright, let's go. So getting 2.3 million. 92. 93. 94. Gonna be running out of purple scripts, but it's okay. So I made 24 of these grimoires, and I got from 91 to 94. On top of 90 to 91 was just basically crafting and getting the experience from the food and the manual. So we're about halfway there. So let's head over to Tula Yalal, and I'll show you guys where to find the leave quests and how to unlock them as well. Alright, so here we are with the leave meet NPC here, right next to the Summoner Bell. Now you must do the quest Rite of Succession main story in order to unlock this. That's before you go into Ukabaja and Kazama Uka. So at level 90, you have a recipe with a material and then a piece of gear. Of course, the gear will give you way more than the material. Now this is 2.6 mil. Make it high quality, you get about 5 million plus experience. At level 92, we have the next one, which is at 3.1 million, which is going to be around 6 point something with high quality turn-ins. And then level 94, you have 3.5, which turns into 7 million experience when you pass in those high quality. If you just want to focus on the level 91s and spam these, you can. The reason why I say do collectibles instead is because you can get your purple scripts to get your master recipe books number 11. Number 12 will be coming out with the patch 7.2, so prepare to get those books when those come out in about a few weeks. Okay, so I'm going to get myself to level 100 and then we'll end the video. Alright guys, so this is the last leave turn-in. After I finished doing the collectibles, I just bought whatever I needed off the market board and power level through the leave quests. So do what you ever gotta do to make this possible, but that's it. That is power leveling yourself from 1 to 100 in time for Cosmic Exploration coming in patch 7.2. Because I believe you have to have at least a level 100 gatherer or crafter in order to start it. I don't know if it's going to be for leveling purposes or this is actually a pure end game thing for crafters and gatherers. Either or, you still need a level 100 job to get it done. Okay guys, so that's pretty much how I did it from 1 to 100. If you guys have any different ways of doing it, by all means do it, but that's how you get from 1 to 80 with Ishgard Restoration, and the last 20 levels combination of leaf quests and collectibles. But that's pretty much going to be about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And an extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.